Hey guys, it's John, and I have a special kind of quick episode of Unwrapped here. And don't mind if you hear music in the background. I have Star Wars playing in the background, and I just don't feel like turning it off. But I got some of the top Series 1 Star Wars Galaxy trading cards in package. I have 7 packages here, and I had a bunch of these as a kid. I think I got most of them with those Star Wars Just Toys. I think it was Just Toys, the Bendums, but they all came with exclusive cards, and eventually they started coming with cards that actually came from the set. But I never actually got any of the packages as a kid, so I found 7 of them online, and I'm gonna open them up now. Let's see what I get. So package number 1. Definitely remember having this one. So this is a Rebel pilot. It might even be Luke. Doesn't even clear. Doesn't actually say. So it's just we got possibly Luke, Rebel pilot. This is one I didn't have. This is some art from The Empire Strikes Back. And then we have this guy. It's one of the characters created for Jabba. Looks like they might even be saying this was the original version for Klaatu, which is cool, because Klaatu is actually my favorite of the background characters in Jabba's palace. And you kind of see it there. Okay. So we have R2 with these white kind of creatures. I know they're Hoojibs from the planet of the Hoojibs. Okay. We get Empire. So we got Vader, Tarkin, Stormtroopers, the interrogation droid with some X-Wings at the top. Some with the popularity of the villains. Momon Aiden, Hammerhead character. So this is another design card. C-3PO. This is one that I had that came with the Bendums. And then we have this card that says by Steve Ditko. So we have 3PO and R2. And we got a hand here, so it looks like somebody's maybe tossing them this way. So that's cool. We got Spider-Man Steve Ditko here. Join that. They also mentioned the his work on the Secret City saga. I guess it makes sense because Topps was publishing that comic, so this is some good cross promotion. So that was package number 1. Pretty cool. I do have to say, I'm a little disappointed that these were in there because it always felt like these were exclusives to the getting the Bendham toys. But also, I think on the backs of those, I have to check because I have all of my cards for those. They had like letters and numbers, like B1 or something like that, or maybe they were all ABC. I don't remember them having just straight up numbers from the set. So I don't know. I'll have to go through and check those. Maybe that's the exclusivity of it. So that was package 1. Here's number 2. Oh, these are tearing wonderfully. All right. So you have Jabba's Palace. We got Sai, Droopy McCool, and Max Rebo. And then everyone's got their hands up, loving the show. This is by Carl Kessel. We have Obi-Wan versus Vader by Walt Simonson. Looks like we have Leia and Wicket flying around Endor. It's by June Brigman. 3PO and R2 doing a 3PO, or a 3PO, a Christmas image. This is from the art of Star Wars. So it's Ralph McQuarrie. I'm guessing this is some design for Jabba. Interesting hair going on there. Literally, the capture, the heading says "Bad Hair Day." So yeah, this was going to be Jabba. And this is actually, looks like it's from Joe Johnson. I love this image. So we got Vader overlooking the heroes with the original looks of Chewie, 3PO, and R2. And so this is a McQuarrie piece. Another original version of Star Wars before it got to where we have it. It's really cool. So again, Ralph McQuarrie. And then we have Obi-Wan. This is by Mark Chiarello. Alright, so that's 2 packages in. Number 3. Okay, so we have droids. We got IG-88, EV, or 99, I think that's one, or 88. This is 88. This is the power droid and the medical droid, and I think this is the droid that we saw inside the Sandcrawler, maybe, or the one that was walking around Tatooine. This is by Dave Dorman. My thumb out of the way here. So we have Leia by Brian Stelfreeze. And then we have Salacious Crumb, looking very more Muppetish than he normally does. This is by Sam Keith. There's that R2 card that goes with the Just Toys. Then we have a design card. Ah, the holiday special. So we get Chewbacca's family. Here's a cover for A Dark Empire, number 4. So it's Dave Dorman. Design card for Bib Fortuna. I'm forgetting out of focus here, so I'm going to try to fix that. And then this was an early design sketch for a Gamorrean guard. Definitely a lot more warthogish looking here. I like the final design we got. Alright, 4 packages left. Here we go. Okay, so we got Grand Moff Tarkin by Scott Hampton. A Gamorrean by George Perez. Luke on a speeder bike in Endor being chased by some troopers. This is a design sketch. Looks like Ralph McQuarrie. Again, another one of those portrait cards. Lando. Oh, I forgot to show you the back there. Then we have Han and Carbonite. This is by Dale, is it Keown? This is a pretty neat image of the man inside the mask. So we have Anakin inside the Vader helmet. This is Bill Sienkiewicz? Not sure. And then we have Leia in the outfit that she was wearing in Jabba's palace. She also has a pretty cool kind of dagger here. That's interesting. This is by Ted Thaniket. And then the final card here, we got Chewie. And he looks like he's rescuing C-3PO parts from some Jawas. Or maybe they're working together to put them together. That's a fun one. This is by David Lapham. Alright, 3 packages left. So we have Luke and Yoda on Dagobah by Charles Vess. Looks like we have some bounty hunters or Jabba's palace people. This kind of looks like the card we saw for Clat 2. So let's see, this is Paul Galassi. And he said he was just drawing 2 mercenaries. And then we have Leia and her, is it Bush or Bausch? I always called it Bush. So Leia in her disguise as the bounty hunter by Alan Nunes. This is one I had as a kid. So we have the band here playing. This is a design card. So Ralph McQuarrie. We got an Empire Strikes Back kind of image card. Actually, no, I take the back. Seems like it's all over the place. We have the Lars Homestead, we have Hoth, we have Dagobah, we have Cloud City. I think that might be Yoda's hut. So we have from A New Hope all the way to Empire. Looks like it's a path leading to Vader. This is an art card. It was a concept art for Empire Strikes Back. And I don't see a name while looking quickly. So it says it's a pastiche of different scenes there. We have another design card. As I drop that. Another design card for a droid. Possibly. Yeah, this was going to be IG-88. Again, I like that final design we got, but that's interesting. Here's another one. I remember having this as a kid. So this is the attack on the Death Star. Looks like it says it was by John Berkeley. And then we have Card of Luke by Dave Stevens. 2 more packages left. I have to say, I'm hoping I don't want to jinx myself here, but I haven't had any doubles yet, so that's fun. So, Rancor Pit with Luke down there by Josh Palmer. And I love how Josh drew himself as Luke here for his image on the side. Another Rancor Pit card. This one is a design card. So, Ralph McQuarrie. This looks pretty cool. So we have Chewie, Han, Luke, Leia, and then I'm thinking that's 3PO, but it's hard to tell. We got Vader in the background, the Falcon. It's a very neat image. That might even be Lando, because I think I see 3PO on the back of Chewie. So it says the Rebels transcend, and this is by Noriyoshi Orai. So that's cool. We get the second Death Star over in the moon of Endor. Design card by Joe Johnson. Another sketch, or another design for Jabba the Hutt. I don't know what's up with all the holes in his stomach there. Again, this looks like it was Joe Johnson. This is a cool one. So we have Luke and Leia swinging to safety. We have X-Wings, we have the Death Star, we have Vader, and at the bottom we have Stormtroopers. And this is by Dan Guzzi with Tony Siniger, or Saniger. We have this card of Luke. This kind of looks different in my head, at least, from the one that came with the Just Toys. I'm gonna have to go through and double check that, because I know I have that card, but the face, for some reason, it doesn't seem like the face that my brain would recognize with this card. So I wonder if that is a different piece of art there. I don't know. And then the last one here, we got Probots chasing a Rebel on a Tauntaun, possibly Han. But Definitely not the same uniform we're used to seeing the Rebels wearing. This is by Jeff Darrow. And then the final package. Ooh, I'm excited because we have a checklist. I love checklists. So series 1, this shows 1 through 70. And on the back, it's 71 through 140. So it has the whole set right here. And the card is actually number 140. And then we have the attack on the second Death Star. So we have Wedge and Lando and Nien Nunb attacking the core of Death Star 2. This is a design card by Ralph McQuarrie. The Revenge of the Jedi poster image. This was by Bill Pate and Ron Sato. Looks like we have a design for Leia, maybe in her indoor gear. It says 1981, so possibly. Yep. And this was by... I don't see. It says the costumes were by Aggie Gerard Rogers and Nilo Rodas Gennaro. Oh, and the sketch was by Rodas. So Nilo Rodas Gennaro did the sketch. So this is when they were putting together the design for her costume. Another poster image here. Luke, Leia, Han, the droids, land speeder. So this was like very New Hope. This was by Charles White III and the famous Drew Struzan. And then Leia's promo card. We have a Stormtrooper on a early model dewback, looking more like a Flash Gordon style lizard, by Al Williamson. And then the final card, Boba Fett. This is by Brian Stelfreeze. So really cool cards. I didn't get a single double in any of the packages that I had. I have some cards that I do have from the Bindham's figures. I'll have to go back and check that Luke one, but these are great. And I'll have to get some more. So, see you guys next time.